In this video, I'll demonstrate how to create a single response question that includes nets, a mean using midpoints, and various other row options. Let's begin. First, we want to create a new job in WinCross. So I'll go to File, New Job. I use the profile banking_study. Next, we need to open our data file. File, Open Data, or it's the red folder. For this example, we're going to create a table for age. If I look at my variables tab, and I'll scroll down to the bottom, I have a variable called QD1, which is age, and we have our ranges here, with a 1 being their age 18 to 24, a 2 25 to 34, a 3 35 to 44, etc. So for this example, we want to create a single table that has a few different nets and also has a mean. We'll begin by going to Setup, Express Tables from Variable Data. Then we'll select our variable, scroll down to QD1. We can see our frequency down below, and we'll create one table. Next, with our table selected, let's go ahead and edit this table. We can see our title here that comes directly from the SPSS data file, as well as our row text that come from the value labels. We have 1824 is the code value of a 1, 2534 code value 2, etc. So for this example, we're going to say we want to create a net for 18 to 34, a net for 35 to 54, and a net for 55 plus. So let's first do that. We'll highlight the rows that we want to net, 18 to 34. And in the bottom middle area, there's an option here, Net Selected Rows. I'll change the text from top 2 box to 18 to 34, net. Let's do the same for the other two. So 35 to 54, Net Selected Rows, 35 to 54, net, and 55 plus. Next, we're going to want to add a mean derivation scenario to this table. We want to use the midpoints for these to calculate the mean. So we'll begin by using this mean column here. And this is where we can tell WinCross what values we want to use to calculate the mean. So instead of a value of 1 for 1824, we can tell WinCross the value to use. And for this example, we'll change it to 21. And then for 25 to 34, that'll be 29.5. We do not need to worry about doing the nets. Our next one will be 39.5, 49.5, skip the net, 59.5, and 69.5. WinCross will now substitute these values when calculating any statistics. Another nice feature is this Add Codes option in the bottom right. If we select on Add Codes, the values that we told WinCross to use in the mean value are now added on the table row text as well. You can see in parens after the row text, we can see 21, 29.5, 39.5, etc. So at the viewer of the tables, they can decide if they want to change those values that you entered. They can see instead of 69.5, maybe they want to change it to be something else. Next here, we're going to add a few different row options. Let's make our nets stand out a little bit more. So under row options, if we click on the ellipses tab, we'll see all the different options that we can apply to a specific row. These options are only applied to the rows that they're on. So let's say we want to underline our net. We have underline in the bottom right. I'll select dash, and I'll leave it as length of the longest line. So also maybe we want to add a background color to make this row stand out more. In the middle bottom area, there's a row background color that's currently set to none. If we select none, we can then enter our color that we want to use. You can also enter the RGBs. For example here, let's say we want to maybe just make a really soft yellow. I'll click OK. We can see that WinCross now added the row options to this row. If we hover over them, there's the L dash underline with the length of the longest line and our color code. Let's go ahead and copy that down to the other rows. Right click, copy cells, and paste over the other two. You'll also notice that SX has been added to the net rows as well as our don't know refused row. Because we are showing a mean standard deviation standard error on this table, the SX is automatically added, telling WinCross that we do not want to include these rows within the mean calculation. So our don't know refused are still going to appear on the table, but they're not going to be used in calculating the mean. These options were added as soon as we entered the mean value of 21. Now let's go ahead and see how this table looks. We'll click OK a couple times and let's run this table. Run tables, select our H table and select run. We scroll down a bit here. We can see our nets there. 1834 has that yellow, soft yellow color. It's also underlined. We can see our rows here have the mean values in parens next to them, the 21, 29.5, etc. And if we continue scrolling down, we can see our mean age of the respondent that took this study is 49.56. Thank you for watching this video. Check out our other videos and also check out our help for any other additional questions.